Okay. Good afternoon. Hi, I'm Martin, founder and chief consultant of the Filipino Hospitality, and I just wanted to welcome everyone for joining us for our UpSkill learning sessions. So, as mentioned now in our teasers, that today we're going to be introducing the program. I hope it's going to be a regular series where we try to engage with our community. Just recently, the Filipino hospitality page reached, I think, a little more than 3,000 subscribers or followers already. So we're very much thankful for the community, and we're looking forward in engaging with you, in trying to learn with you as we go through this challenging time. Alam naman po natin that the COVID-19 as a pandemic has hit the tourism industry, and as much as possible, we would like to help in every way that we can. And we saw this as an opportunity to help, to 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 reach out to our tourism professionals and try to engage, try to have a conversation. So yeah, maybe we can introduce already what UpSkill learning sessions is all about. No? So I just wanted to share what we're going to be doing here, right? So how did we come up with this idea? No? So we came up with this idea to have a conversation, to share, where we saw that everyone's transitioning already to the new normal, and it seems that our tourism stakeholders are bored. No? Wala pong magawa sa bahay because, of course, most of us are stuck. A lot of the hotels, resorts, travel agencies, tour guides, the different tourism professionals are stuck, at their homes because, of course, with the enhanced community quarantine and having no activity in terms of tourism. So, we're trying to look at ways on how we can maximize. So the first module we developed for the Department of Tourism was about maximizing. It was focused on productivity during ECQ. Ano ba yung mga dapat natin gawin during ECQ, and what else can we do so that we can prepare? Because at the end of the day, we were all looking forward with May 15, right, or 16 onwards as the end of the community quarantine. However, we're transitioning now to modified community quarantine here in NCR. But a lot of our destinations actually moved already to GCQ. No? So this is going to be a difficult transition. Ano ba yung mga dapat natin consider when we go back to our offices, when we go back to our hotels, our tourism accommodations, when we start accommodating guests. No? So we have to be ready, we have to be prepared. So hopefully this channel, this medium, we try to engage with you. So I'm going to share with you ano yung mga gagawin natin in the next, Mondays and Fridays that we're looking at doing this activity. Right. So yun nga, na-mention na natin how we came up with this idea, right? So we don't want learning to be just one way. No, we want to engage with our members, with our community. We want to hear from you, learn from you, so that we can learn together. Okay. So now, just a little short introduction siguro. I don't know if a lot of you already or have attended our face-to-face or our webinars. As mentioned nga, I'm the founder and chief consultant of the Filipino Hospitality. It was actually created 2017. No, it was an offshoot of the Tourism Industry Skills Program, kung saan yung Canadian government gave a certain fund to the Department of Tourism for skills development. Right, so we understand the importance of skills development in enabling our tourism professionals, because with that, the effect when they do their jobs better, when they're more competent in terms of their skills, in terms of servicing their guests, there's a return. It may not be a direct effect or impact the economy, but we understand the impact of and the importance of tourism professionals. And so there is the Tourism Industry Skills Program. Now, more than that, we've been developing modules not only for the Department of Tourism. We also develop as consultants for TESDA, for DTI, and right now we're actually consulting for the ASEAN Secretariat. So I'm the new MRATP consultant of the ASEAN Secretariat. Maybe we can have a session, no? Information dissemination of what the MRATP, or the Mutual Recognition Arrangement on Tourism Professionals for the ASEAN, right? So that involves 10 countries, and of course the Philippines is part of that. No? So yun, we're going to be discussing that in a different time. Okay, so there. Let's siguro about Filipino hospitality. Now we can move forward with the UpSkill Live Learning Session. So as mentioned, we're going to have several topics, no, that we would like to discuss every Mondays and every Fridays, right? So during Mondays, we're looking at discussing anything motivational. It's start of the week. We want to be more productive. We want to talk with experts, industry experts. So we're looking at interviewing different experts from different sectors in the industry, right? So maybe we can pick their minds. Maybe we can learn more of like strategies on operations, on human resources, learning and development. Maybe we can also talk about tour guides, no? Paano kaya nag-excellence ang tour guide? Paano gumagaling one from the other? So we're going to be talking about a range of different topics, but it's more of inspirational, no? So that we can start the week right, so that we can start the week, moving, di ba? Iba yung inspired ka na start of the week kasi, again, it resonates throughout the rest of the week. So you want to do that more, no, every Monday, right? So as mentioned, if you can see here, there at the bottom at the scrolling part, no, if you have comments and questions, maybe you have certain personalities that you want to learn more or hear from, maybe you can send us a message. Just feel free to send us a direct message here in Facebook page, in our YouTube. By the way, this is also going live on YouTube. There won't be a replay of this live streaming in Facebook since it's already uploaded in our official YouTube channel. So if you have friends or if you want to take a look back or watch the replay again of this telecast, then feel free to subscribe, no, to our YouTube channel. Okay, so there, let us know, please. We also provided there our email address. So if there's anyone you want to hear, maybe you have a recommendation, or if you yourself, no, you want to take part of this initiative to help our tourism stakeholders, try to share, because at the end of the day, it's really about helping each other. As much as we can, we want to share whatever experiences, wisdom that we have to others, especially now during this time where everyone's feeling down, everyone's feeling hopeless. In fact, during our webinar, there was a mention that a lot of the people, a lot of the participants were feeling parang, yun nga, I think hopeless was the term given. No? So hopefully, right, we can find more tourism professionals, especially those with a whole line or a great number of years of experience, a wealth of knowledge that you can share. Maybe you can let us know if you want to help out. Okay, so that's what's going to happen every Mondays. Definitely something to look forward to, something to excite us, to inspire us, to motivate us to become better versions of ourselves. Now, as tourism professionals, we have to keep on moving. We have to keep on developing. We cannot stop. Now, even if you're only or still a student right now, having the COVID-19, having classes, disrupt our regular routine, our schedule, it's best that we continue to learn and develop. No? So learning does not stop in the four corners of the classroom. Diba? As much as possible, we try to learn as much as we can in every way that we can. Even up to now, kahit ako, I also attend webinars. In fact, last night I attended a webinar in New York. Can you imagine, in Cornell? No, there was a free webinar where Cornell, the Harvard of hospitality management schools, provided an outlook of how hotels are seen to transition or adjust to the new normal. And I think we have to learn as much as we can from that. No? So one, by the way, just to mention, we're also going to be launching our new webinar series. It's actually going to be also conducted through the Department of Tourism, because it's focused on operational considerations of hotels and resorts, the accommodation sector, whether you have a 3, 4-star, 5-star hotel, or even if it's a homestay, whatever size, your accommodation is. There's a lot of considerations now, especially with accommodating guests. No, how do you welcome guests now if you're to remain social distancing? Ano na ba yung standards recommended by the World Health Organization in terms of cleanliness, in terms of sanitation, in terms of hygiene, right? What would be the new processes when you check in a guest, or when you accommodate someone in the restaurant? So these are very important, and these are something that needs to be discussed, of course, with management and all our members. So we really recommend that module, for our hotels and resorts, our accommodation sector. And in fact, most of the learning there can also be integrated or applied in regular offices like travel agencies and tour operations. So those are things that we have to look at. We're also coming up with modules on redesigning the service experience, diba? Of course, as mentioned earlier, the tourism industry as a high touch point service sector will really be different, especially now since we're transitioning. A lot of the cases are still increasing. We're not flattening the curve, just to be frank about it. So there's a lot of considerations in terms of operations, in terms of tourism processes and procedures that we have to consider. And of course, we would like to enlighten, we would like to teach our tourism professionals that the standards based on Department of Tourism's implementing rules and regulations, ASEAN, and World Health Organization. Okay, so that's very critical for the operations naman. Okay, so other than that, there's still a lot more, so please stay tuned. Again, if you do have recommendations, if you have insights that you want, then please go ahead and do that. Okay, so just looking at the chat, by the way, I can view your chat here. I can see that we have a lot of viewers, so thank you very much. Si Troy, just a shout out to Troy David. Good afternoon as well. Si Paul, you used to be my colleague from Baguio. Hello, Paul Darang from Baguio. Nako, sarap naman ng weather nyo dyan. Nakakainggit kasi dito medyo mainit pa rin talaga. Although it's been raining here in Manila. And in fact, I was looking at the news earlier, and our prayers reach out to, of course, in Samar, northern Samar. I think they're one of the talagang hit na provinces na talagang nasalanta ng bagyo ngayon. We have participants watching from si Esther Bell, watching from South Cotabato. Hello. Nako, ang tagal ko nang hindi nakabalik dyan sa South Cotabato. I hope I can go back soon. Sino po ba to? Oh, si Chen Chan Gasky. Brother, kamusta? So, he's watching from Pampanga. That's good. All right. So, it's good to touch base with colleagues, friends in the industry. We even have an ASEAN master from Thailand here. Hi, JJ, my sister from our ASEAN master trainer from Thailand. Wow, thank you very much. So it's good that we're having an international audience for this, because again, a lot of us are going through the same thing. All of us, are badly struck by this crisis. And so definitely we want to help each other. We want to coordinate and engage with each other. So please mention in your comments, no, if you have questions, things you want to talk about, mga topics. Yes, please feel free to go ahead. No? Si Diet Halili is asking how to join. Just watch us. No? So right now we're just streaming. I hope it's going to be a regular streaming session for us every Mondays and Fridays at 2 o'clock. Right? So this is live on YouTube in our Facebook page at the Filipino Hospitality and our YouTube channel. So unfortunately, the one in YouTube cannot be replayed anymore. So if you missed, no, in case na you have other schedules, ang daming webinars ngayon na pwedeng attendan eh. So if in case na you won't be able to make it for the schedule on Monday and Friday, then feel free to watch the replay at our YouTube channel. So later, this, I'm going to show our different channels in YouTube, in LinkedIn, in Facebook, where you can watch our stream. No, okay, so there. Thank you very much for those questions. I'm glad, a lot of our friends, colleagues are engaging. And what's keeping you guys busy? No, we're looking at ang ano natin, 'di ba? So the topic every Monday would be motivational Mondays, where we're going to be discussing topics on motivation, on inspiration, 'di ba? Ano ba yung mga kakausapin natin yung different kinds of experts in the field, no, so that we can learn from them. However, on Fridays, it's going to be a free day Friday, no? So ano naman yung free day Friday? Free day Friday is yun. Diyan papasok yung mga recommendations. What you want to talk about, if you have other topics, out of the blue. Of course, wag lang math and science because definitely I won't be able to answer. But if in case, you have tourism related, like I've been looking at some inquiries, and I saw that a lot, unfortunately, this is a sad but reality situation. A lot of our tourism professionals were actually displaced with their jobs, natanggalan, nawalan po ng trabaho, and so they're going to be looking at opportunities after this. So I hope we can also discuss how do you prepare, 'di ba? Given that medyo natigil ka sa iyong trabaho, or maybe you're looking at other opportunities now, what are we going to do? How can we prepare better, 'di ba? So is it all about just copy paste or sending your CV, 'di ba? Right now, how do you maximize your time? How do you keep yourself relevant? How do you keep yourself competent, with the needs of the industry, right? So those are some things, that we might want to talk about, right? So there, let's definitely do that, right? So ano pa ba yung mga pwedeng topics, syempre ang tinitignan natin when we go back to normal, if it's ever going to happen, ano kaya, maybe we can talk about travel, right? Ano ba yung magiging travel trends ngayon? If you yourself travel or would like to travel, where do you want to go, right? So maybe we can also discuss that. So by the way, we sent a survey through the Facebook page of the Filipino Hospitality. It's a survey on domestic tourism, kung saan pinag-aaralan po natin or gusto nating malaman yung mga considerations ng would-be travelers, if ever you're a Filipino, you're part of the local market and you're going to be traveling here in the Philippines, ano yung considerations natin? What would be your budget? Where would you go? Ano ba yung modes of transport that you're looking at? Even expectations, like if ever you're going to a destination, if ever you're going to a hotel, ano yung mga considerations natin for us to stay, right? So those are some things that definitely worth talking about. Would you agree? All right, so go ahead and share your insights here. Okay, so in the comment, I would love to hear more about that. Okay, so if ever na meron pa tayong mga katanungan, then let's talk about that. All right, so there. So there, essentially, that's basically it. No, we're looking at 2 days a week. I don't know. We'll still see. No, based on demand and based on our current schedule. Syempre, no, we also have other commitments, and we're also going to be rolling out. No, we're quite excited that we're already talking with different regions. No, a lot of our Department of Tourism regional offices have reached out. No, and we're going to be conducting webinars, trainings, online trainings as well in the specific regions for the tourism stakeholders there. No, so watch out for that. No, I hope na for now at least no magkita-kita tayo ulit doon. Kasi personally, I would still prefer face-to-face training. Right? It's still different because what we do, syempre iba pa rin no when we're training, when we're seeing actual faces, smiling, 'di ba, engaging, when we go do group projects, 'di ba? Meron tayong mga activities, no? It's still more interactive unlike me just talking to a camera, no? Iba pa rin talaga, right? So, but of course, no, we have to make do, we have to maximize our time, stay productive. We have to keep on learning. I can't stop emphasizing that this is the time that we maximize our time, prepare ourselves because instead of I have nothing against, of course, with all due respect. Ito, medyo lagi kong yung mga taong like for example, mahilig mag-TikTok or lagi na lang sa social media. I have nothing against them. Of course, no, it's how they deal with their current situations. But again, you might want to be productive. Like right now, I know of a lot of tourism professionals who've stopped working, di ba? So they have to have their side hustles. So maybe those are some topics that you might want to talk about, di ba? Ano kaya yung mga pwedeng pagkakitaan? Ano ba yung mga in fact, yung mga side hustle ng iba it becomes their main hustle. They transition from employees to entrepreneurs, and maybe that's a path for you as well. So let us know what you think. No, we want to hear insights. Definitely, we're going to share with you whatever the others are doing, so that we can also learn from each other, right? Because at the end of the day, we have to help each other, no? Kailangan talaga. Ang hirap na if we're going to rely mainly on just the for example yung ayuda na binibigay ng gobyerno, hindi po talaga kasya, right? So we have to create initiatives, activities, and we have to keep on moving forward, right? Okay, all right. So there you go. So I think that's pretty much that, no? I'm going to, siguro within the weekend, we're going to announce through the Facebook page and our LinkedIn who's going to, or if ever we're going to have a guest, no? And what are the topics that so ang mangyayari po niyan is we're going to have different themes, no? Per week, there's going to be a theme, right? So next week, of course, no, we're transitioning still sa modified enhanced community quarantine. So, nandun pa rin tayo. Some are GCQ already, and some are back to, well, you can't say back to normal, but yun, a lot of the destinations, or at least some destinations are transitioning already towards that. So, we still have to talk about that, no? We still have to prepare. Sabi nga nila, if you fail to plan, you plan to fail. So, we have to plan. Maybe I can share with you snippets, no, dun sa Maximize Productivity webinar namin, where we talk about the things that one can do, especially now during ECQ, so that you can still be productive, especially when working from home. So I don't know who among you are working from home. Can I see a reaction, a comment, who's working from home until now? How long do you usually, can you share how much time, yung totoo how much time do you allocate when you work from home? Because I know it's really a challenge to work from home, diba? You have a lot of distractions, you have a lot of things to do, activities, like say for example, grocery shopping na lang you allocate certain number of hours, diba? So it will definitely take time, and it's really a challenge. So hopefully, no, you will learn how to maximize your time, how to be more productive, how to schedule, right? So we're going to share that, no, at least that, because yung maximize webinar natin actually is a 3 2-hour session. So we'll try to discuss it in 30 minutes, no? Maybe at least discuss the top 10 tips, no, that we discussed there on productivity, or how you can be productive working from home. Okay, so there, let us know, please. Go ahead and share in the comment section what else you want to discuss, right? Because I think right now that's one of the more important topics or discussions. No, how do we transition? What's next for us after ECQ? Some are probably looking at changing careers, diba? So we can share about that, no? If you want to share, let us know. If you have questions, like for example, you're looking at changing career, how can you change? How can you transition? Will this be a good move or initiative, diba, for you? So maybe we can also talk about it, and then we can share with other viewers, with other members of the community. No, maybe they can also share their opinion about it, because I know and I understand it's difficult. No? Some of us realized na the tourism industry pala is not so glamorous after all. Ito na lang, example na lang would be our aviation industry, di ba? Have you read recently about the different airlines where hundreds, 400, 300, hundreds of people are getting sacked, no, even pilots, flight attendants, no. It's really a challenging time for us, no. A lot of our industries are really bleeding out, no. So maybe you're looking at other careers. So let us know, no? Ano kaya yung if you're a tourism professional, given your skill sets, given your different abilities, no? Saan kaya tayo pwede lumipat, if ever, right? So let's talk about that, no? Maybe we can also schedule a free day Friday for that, no? So let us know, what are your thoughts, no? What else you want to talk about. Okay, so there you go. That's basically it. Just to highlight, no, ito po yung ating mga social media channels, right? So we're available. You can see us in Facebook there. So I'll just be flashing that. Let me just make it bigger. There. So we're in Facebook. So if you haven't done so, please go ahead and follow our Facebook page, The Filipino Hospitality. We're also, you can also follow us in Instagram, right? It's at The Filipino Hospitality, right? And please go ahead and add me also in LinkedIn, no? I suggest, no, for most of the tourism professionals here, if you don't have a LinkedIn, it's like the Facebook of professionals. LinkedIn there, that IN icon there, please go ahead and create an account already. And you have to establish, it's going to be like your online CV, because a lot of the, like for example, HR managers, directors, no, yung mga who's who, not only in tourism but all sectors are there. So you have to build on your profile, no? So maybe we can also even talk about that, no? How do you establish your branding, your personal branding, diba? That's very important. As a professional, you have to establish a certain kind of branding, no? Your professional branding. So paano kayang gagawin nun, no? How do you define that? How do you, kumbaga, become more appealing in terms of potential employers, right? So please go ahead, if you haven't done so, go ahead and create an account, and once you do, add and connect with us there in LinkedIn. Just search for me there, Martin S. Aguilar. It's there, written there, and at the Filipino Hospitality. Okay, so as mentioned, this streaming, right? This learning sessions will be uploaded. It's actually streaming as well now. It's broadcasted already in our YouTube channel. So if you haven't done so, please go ahead and subscribe as well. the Philippine Hospitality channel there. So just search for it there, the Philippine Hospitality. It's a search button there in YouTube. And go ahead and subscribe because we're going to be featuring, yun nga, a lot of the interviews, a lot of our free learning sessions. At some point, we're also going to be discussing ASEAN common competency standards for tourism professionals. So, international standards po ito na pinag-agrihan po ng ASEAN that's supposed to be implemented and taught to our tourism professionals. So, there. Exciting times, diba? So we have a lot of things to learn. We have a lot of things to kumbaga, experience, right? So as we grow together, no, I really believe na if you enable the tourism professionals, if you capacitate them, make them, at least be the channel to make them better versions of themselves, then I think that's going to have a ripple effect, a domino effect to the industry. Once, the tourism industry as an economic driver, it's really going to be contributing to the bigger scale, the macro level economics of our country. So it's our way, our little way of helping our country. I always believe, that if you're not part of the solution, you're part of the problem. So please, stop criticizing the government already and try to do as much as you can to help everyone. Okay? So there, subscribe to our YouTube channel. If you're all not into that and you want to do conventional emails, there, I also provided our email there, the Filipino Hospitality at outlook.com. Okay? So there you go. That's it. That's probably it for now. If you have comments, suggestions, feel free to DM us or email us. I've already provided there, right? Here on the scrolling ad, I've also provided our YouTube channel and our Instagram for your reference. Okay, so if there's no more questions, I think that's it for now. Parang I know it's a Friday now, but it seems na parang, oh, is it really? Parang hindi, it doesn't really matter anymore. Like before, everyone's looking forward to the weekend, but now you can't really know or even remember what day is it, no? Do you also experience that, right? So it's really a challenge, but again, we have to stick to our routines, we have to stick to our schedule. I hope that you're constantly planning your work week, right? And it's going to be a weekend, so please go ahead and relax naman, diba? Spend time with your family, go exercise, go try a new hobby, right? So go gardening. I don't know, it's up to you. Please share what are the things. Maybe you can comment what are the things that's keeping you busy, keeping you productive, so that we can also share with our community. Okay, so that's it for now. Thank you very much for joining us, and I'm looking forward in engaging with you. All right, until then, we'll see you on Monday. Bye.